Good day, sweet, magnificent mother truckers. I hope you are ready for your horrible daily dose of skill. What do you mean skill horrible? Listen, we are playing with a T-54 Heavy, which is in my opinion one of the worst tier 9 heavies in the game period. And even though this tank received quite a bit of the buff back in 2025 2.0, it got better speed, it got better engine power, better traverse speed, DPM, gun accuracy, aim time. I still think that it is a pile of garbage. Armor wise, this tank is just simply weak. It has cupola, it has a weak lower plate, you cannot side scrap with it. So pretty much only one thing what you are doing is either to make your allies to take one for the team. So whenever your ally is taking one for the team, you are peeking then. Or you are playing cooldown. Pretty much this is how you are playing with this tank. And I truly want to highlight that this vehicle is straight up disgusting. It's horrible. Now, I will try hard as much as I physically and possibly can in order to get a good score with this vehicle. By the way, just for your knowledge, expectation values of this vehicle is 3.8 thousand or 3.9 thousand to get the third mark of excellence. You know what that means? That means it is absolutely disgusting. I do not want to go back in time before I market this vehicle. I can promise you that. I definitely do not want to do that because I remember the nightmares, you know, the straight up nightmares that we experienced playing with this vehicle. I can tell you that much. Nightmares, fellas. Okay, I believe this is a fair introduction to the tank. I hope that I gave you enough information not to purchase this vehicle because Wargaming is currently selling it. And that being said, let's try to focus on crafting some good stuff instead of just simply crying and complaining of how disgusting this vehicle is, okay? I think you understood the memo and I think you understand that the tank is far away from being ideal. Now, one more thing to highlight. With this vehicle, you need to spam the full gold, at least in my opinion. You kind of need to do that. 300 millimeters of penetration is actually all right. Obviously, it's not 340 that phase 1 does have, but it is manageable and you can work with it. Now, since the gun handling is far away from being ideal, I think it's fair to say that it is very hard to make this gun work or this tank work because of that as well. But nevertheless, we have a very decent start. We are not going to cry about this. We are not going to complain about this. All we need to do, we need to go a bit more aggressive over there and push together with our team. That's what we need to do. It may not be the easiest bit, but those are the requirements for us in order to be successful. Now, as you can see, I am not even playing safe at this point in time anymore. I am just trying to get as much use as I physically and possibly can by straight up making a hardcore pressure, right? Now, we are fighting against a straight up superior tank. Superior. The bloody Type 68 is like 2 tanks of mine. For the goodness of what his tank is and what my tank is, you know? But once again, we are just trying to trade. That's all we are trying to do. That's all we are trying to achieve. We are just trading. And I have a feeling that our team is obviously winning this game very, very easily. So what that basically means, we need to figure out the way how we can make some pressure and how we can get involved. I had some warming up games with this vehicle, and between me and you, this is the best game that I had over past 5 games or something like that. So I believe that the hatred is very visible, but I do not really mind it. I think it is important to be honest with ourselves, and I think it is important not to glaze that. But the tank has minus 12 degrees of the gun depression. F off. With your 12 degrees of the gun depression, it's useless. It is just straight up useless. And by the way, just for a record, every and each tank can have a good game, you know? Every and each tank can have a good game whenever all stars are aligned and whenever you can actually do something nasty for the enemy team, you know, every tank. Even Bloody MXDC once in a while can be okay and it can work. So that is between me and you. Right, so the very first game, believe me or not, whenever I do not have any expectations for a tank, I do not really mind to have a game like this. Like 3.5 thousand damage roughly, a bit of assisting damage. I am feeling completely fine. And I would look at this game more of the lucky game than a horrible game. We had a very good team. We managed to realize in time that either we make pressure or either we are going to be sitting in the deep kaku hole. And also I want to highlight one thing, that I am using the reticle mod, right? And what the reticle mod does, it shrinks your reticle to the size where you should, well, how to explain this? To where you are actually going to be hitting, because the game reticle which we have, it is a bit bigger to prevent lag prevention or whatever that is, right? So this is as good as the tank can hit, just so you will realize, because I know whenever you are watching the videos you may think why his reticle is so tiny and so small. So there is that. Right, first game, a great success. Honestly, I kid you bloody not, this is a great success. 4,000 damage, 200 assisting damage. We are third by experience, we are first by the damage, and we made 123,000 profits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are two credits too much to have a perfect credit income. Oh well. Oh boy, this is not ideal, purely because I don't like Serene Coast map. This is the very first map which I'm considering blocking completely and not playing ever again. And it's very rare for me to say something like this, but this is how I feel like about this map. Anyways, what is the plan? What is the hope? What is the dream? I want to play well. That's the first thing. And I am aiming to get at least 3,000 score. 3,000 sounds pretty low for a tier 9, but I am okay. I'm not going to be playing here, I'm not going to be playing here. All I want to do, I want to get into position from where I can literally snipe first few shots. Because this is a very low risk type of play, you know? We can see our team is making quite a bit of pressure like this, and we are okay. Now, I know that making pressure here or here is far away from being ideal, so I'm aware of that. So for now, even as unpopular as this decision is, this is the right way to do the things personally for me. We are just waiting until our team will establish their positions, until they will try to make pressure like this, or until they will spot someone trying to cross through the middle over there, and after that we will react into the current situation. Once again, I do not want to play here. I don't like this position, unfortunately. You can get slapped by the mother truckers playing here. We can clearly see that our guys are in loads of trouble over there. So, at this point in time, only one option which I see is to have a safe defense parameter. I know it sounds weird skill, you are not playing aggressively with a heavy which doesn't really have a good gun handling. What are you doing? This is the right way to play this game or to play this map. And once again, I know I'm not alone who despise this map with a burning passion, you know? I liked, or I did not mind the previous version of this map. This one is just unplayable for me. But it's okay. We are fine. We are trying to punish the Vaza. Beautiful. That is a good punishment. And now our goal is very, very simple. All we want to do, we want to make sure that we are supporting this side to the best of our ability. That's all we need to do, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I could try to play in this area, but I don't really think that it would be the correct choice, if you know what I mean. I want to load the gold ammunition for this IS-7. Unfortunately, we are missing. But once again, that is to be expected. And we will try to do that once again. But this time probably for towards this light tank or the other light tank, doesn't really matter. I just want to have a decent enough angle to do something bad for the enemies. Right, the score is 1-8, not a big surprise. The score is probably not because how we played this battle or what kind of tank we play. It's most likely the map type of situation. Our team is just simply weaker. Probably we have less of the folks that knows how to play in this map. And since it is the situation, you know, it's just simply we are having this lemming train that looks this way. Now, the gun handling that I mentioned before is far away from being ideal. I know that sniping with this tank is big pain in the butt. But once again, nevertheless, we know that we are losing this game. There is absolutely nothing to prove for us over there, and we are just trying to get as much use as we physically and possibly can before our team will get completely obliterated, right? So once again, victory, defeat, we do not care. We are trying to play our tank to the strengths of this vehicle, right? And we are just trying to farm as much damage as we physically and possibly can, because this is only one way how we can be successful and how we can be playing with this vehicle, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I am trying to punish this object. Obviously, this is quite a rough one, but we are okay. We can see the autoloader is considering about making a bit of pressure. We don't care. We are slapping him back. That is okay. And while Baza is paying attention what is happening here, we are trying to support our IS-7 because this is only one way how we could get at least a little bit of use. We are eliminating the gun because why the heck not? Eliminating the gun is good. Now we are trying to slap the living crap out of this TVP. And now the death is coming, fellas. I can guarantee you that. SPHT, luckily, he is not shooting the high explosive to our bomb, so there is that. And once again, we are just simply trying to get as much use as we physically and possibly can. Luckily, enemies misaimed, that's good. And we got ourselves like 4 bloody kills by eliminating the guns. In this game, first of all, once again, I really want to highlight my hate for this map. I really don't like it. That being said, I think our decisions to go back for a base defense or to go back for sniping was the correct decision. I strongly believe that, unfortunately, but our team wasn't the strongest, and I believe that we could not get that much use of this, you know, gameplay or of this combination of the things, which is fair play. Other than that, 3.4 thousand damage, 400 assisting damage. Believe me or not, but so far I am feeling that I am playing very good with T54 heavy. Like we are lurking around 4,000 combined mark, which is literally the score to get or to maintain the mark of excellence, and I'm talking about the third mark. And I feel like we are doing absolutely phenomenal thing over there. I truly want to highlight this. And no, my opinion still did not change it about this tank. I still believe that this is one of the weakest, if not the weakest, tier 9 heavy tank in the game. And you know, to justify the purchase of this vehicle, I don't really think I could, unless you are gifting it to the bloody boss that you hate, you know. Maybe in this type of situation, haha. Mr. Igor, I have a gift for you, your wedding anniversary. T-54 Heavy, the gray tank. Wargaming presented it as a tank with a good gun depression. You know? This is only one way how I can imagine someone purchasing this tank. And obviously tank collectors. But like I said before, tank collectors would buy any crap that Wargaming would sell, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Lex is happily paying for his World of Tanks plus subscription. He's showing the real way how to play this game properly. And he is just simply pushing in front like crazy mother trucker. Now, believe me or not, this type of pressure actually helps for our team. And it helps for us, because just because of this pressure, we are going to be making a hardcore pressure together with our leg. So maybe the guy knew exactly what he was doing. And maybe the guy is just unappreciated genius, fellas. How about that? Unappreciated genius it is. Now, this is going to be a very difficult game for us to deal with this DZT. I can tell you that much. Luckily for us, the guy is boosting himself nachren from here, which is okay. We are fine. And now all we need to do, we need to make sure that we are witnessing him getting slapped. Good. Now, what is the next bit for us? We lost half of the hit points for 1000 of the damage. That's definitely far away from being ideal where the performance goes. But I am okay. For now, I truly cannot complain about this. Now, our team definitely secured the middle, or I supposed to say our team secured the enemy spawn, plus on top of that middle, and plus on top of that we have a safe defense parameter over there. So what that gives for us, it gives for us a chance to just simply snipe folks that are playing over there. Please be aware of that this tank is not the best sniper schnitzel, and you can't really snipe with this. You kind of need to play quite aggressively, because if you are not playing aggressively, you know, you are going to miss a gazillion of the shots. But on the other hand, I don't really think that we have any other alternative options for the time being. So I feel like I need to be tiny touch more aggressive over there, and I just simply need to find the way how I could make some pressure, and how I could snipe, you know, in general, to get as much use as we physically and possibly can when conditions are not ideal. Right, Predator, he may be sitting here. Unfortunately, we are missing our blind shot, which is not exactly what I was looking for, but it is how it is. And now we are just simply crossing like this. Why we are crossing like this? The answer is simple. We are crossing like this to get a bit closer to the enemies and to have a tiny touch better angles as well. That is very important thing to say, fellas. Everything is about the angles. Good, we are reaching 2000 damage, and yet still I am feeling proud of this score, which overall with a tier 9 vehicles I would be saying that is awful game. And with this tank, fellas, I am proud of myself for getting the score like this. Absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? Right, Waffle, what we need to do, we don't really care about the Waffle, do we? I kind of care about the Waffle. I don't care anymore. He doesn't have enough hit points. Right, let's try to make a bit of pressure like this. We can see the almighty Char. We can see almighty Char. We got another shot, and I am very happy about this. This is close to bloody 4,000 combined. Man, what a vehicle this is. All I can say, it's quite a good deal. 11,000 gold and you can get yourself a constant diarrhea. Not bad. Let's see the score. We are back like a bloody champions. And this game did not ruin us. This game did not made us angry. And this game did not destroy our feelings for today. 3.3 thousand damage, 900 assisting damage. We are second by experience. We are second by the damage, first by experience. We made 95,000 credits. We are champions. I can officially tell you that we made worst tier 9 premium heavy tank work very, very well. I can tell you that much, fellas. I'm proud of my result, and this is what I call pay to lose. You are paying in order to get this advantage in the game. Anyways, fellas, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your terrible daily dose of skill, because we played with a pretty disgusting tank. Thank you very much for watching. I very much appreciate you, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.